Hello, everyone. My name is Sherbear. It's Manifest with Sherbear time. Welcome to my YouTube channel. On this channel, I teach you how to manifest heaven on earth because that is my goal for me. So, of course, if that's my goal for me, that's my goal for you too, because we are all one consciousness. There is zero time, distance, space, or separation between anything or anyone. And I genuinely believe with my entire being, with my heart, that we incarnated on this planet to experience heaven on earth, to live life fully, to love fully, and all of the above. We can have everything and anything that we have ever wanted. So now, before we get in, I want to say hi to WTJ. Hi, Emma. I missed you too. Hi, Gabs. I miss you, my love. I miss you guys. I know. I can't believe it's been so long since I've been live. Hi, Annalinis. I missed you guys too. I got my seltzer water, so cheers. Now, there's my billionaire. She's in the building. Hey. Okay. Hi, Chris's Vibes. How are you, my love? Hi, Leanne. Thank you for coming. All right. So today's topic is going to be on how anyone in your reality, whether it's your person, your boss, your mom, your best friend, your roommate, that continuously shows up and triggers you or shows up as this unpreferred version that is just getting under your skin or hurting you, causing you some sort of pain, right? Anyone in your reality that does this, you are literally giving them the villain edit, and I need you to stop doing it right now, okay? So what do I mean by that? The way that this third dimensional human experience works is that every single person that you encounter is reflecting back to you what your state of consciousness is, which is the same thing as how, when I think of this person, this thing, this circumstance, how do I relate it to me? How do I identify it to me? So, for example, if you have someone in your life, right? Oh my God. Hi, everyone in the chat. We got Preeties, we got JE, we got Kayla's. Hi, my lovies. Take another sip of the seltzer. Anyways, if they're showing up as the villain, okay, and I'm not taking away from anyone and how they're feeling. I know that right now we're having a third dimensional experience, feeling heartbroken, feeling pain, feeling not good enough, getting upset, getting triggered. I understand that their emotions are also energy, right? And I know that it can be really hard, and I'm not taking that away from anyone, okay? But here's where the empowerment comes into play. Every single thing that you have experienced in your life that you haven't liked, that's caused you pain, that's caused you to feel not good enough, all of the above, triggered, anxious, worried, fear, hopeless, that was all moved into motion by your thoughts, your state of consciousness pushed out and manifested in this third dimensional plane, whether you realize it or not, because your subconscious mind is what is manifesting, not the conscious mind. So the conscious mind is like, well, I didn't manifest that. Why would I ever manifest someone treating me like crap? Or why would I ever manifest something that I don't want? I wanted this. Well, whether you realize it or not, there's a subconscious program that supports whatever it is that manifests in this third dimensional plane. So I want you guys to look at your reality and look at the people that you've encountered. So for example, okay, all of you, I'm sure, at this stage of your life, okay, am I still lagging, you guys? I hope I'm not lagging. Billionaires, am I lagging? Anyways, I'm gonna keep going. I hope not. Ugh. Anyways. You guys stopped in the chat. Am I lagging? If we're going to have to restart this whole. No. Okay. Thank you. It's better now. Okay, good. Thanks, girl. Let me know if I start lagging again. Okay. Okay. Look at your reality, right? And let's say there's a specific person that keeps showing up unfavorably, or you're getting hot and cold, whatever, right? Whatever the case may be, you don't want this version of them. You want them to be amazing and to treat you like all that and then some, like you're on the throne, okay? And you need to be treated like you're on the throne at all times. And I mean that very humbly, right? We're all humble, but we are on the throne. We are top tier. We're all up here in our own individual realities. Well, that person, when you think about them, when you reference them, the mind more than likely will go to, you know, they're fake or they're not reliable, or maybe you have a story attached to them that they're not ready for a relationship, or whatever the case may be. Then you may have someone in your reality that is obsessed with you that you don't like at all. And no matter what you do, they just show up. You keep rejecting them. They keep trying. You reject them. They keep trying. God bless them for that, right? But you don't want them. But when you reference that person, you identify with that person as, no matter what, this person is into me no matter what I do. Oh my God, don't they get the point? I've told them they're not my type. Like, get the point already, right? Well, I want to point out that both of these people, there's nothing different. So the person who's obsessed with you that you don't like, or the person who's like rejecting you or ghosting you or whatever that you are in love with or you're head over heels for, they're no different, okay? There's nothing about them that is making them show up in your reality that way. Okay, now we're going to move into the concept of free will. Okay, you are using your own free will in the assumptive world in your imagination to continue to assume these two people very differently. So you keep focusing on what you don't like about your person that you love, and the other person you're just not even thinking twice about. You just have this ongoing self-identity, also known as self-concept. They're obsessed with you, that both of them, one keeps showing up as the person who has you on the pedestal, and your person, right, that could be romantic. This could go for a boss, your parents, your cousin, your best friend, your whoever, your roommate, your neighbor. They keep showing up as the villain because you keep giving them that villain edit. Your free will ends in your imagination, and every single person that you encounter, even strangers, on general assumptions that you have, are showing up in your reality and reflecting back to you your previous state of consciousness. So if you have a self-identity that's like, God, I look so beautiful today in this shirt, then you walk outside and a stranger is like, oh, I love your shirt. Well, that was moved into motion by you, because literally in your own reality, your free will only exists in your imagination. You may think when you make a conscious decision to take a sip, and in the 3D you're sipping this and you're tasting it, that was where the free will was. But the free will started here, even if it's like a second for me to say, oh, I want to take a sip. Well, my free will ended the minute that I thought about taking a sip in my mind. Okay. Now, do people have free will in your reality? The answer is no, and I'm going to explain why. Okay. One, you're not taking anything away from anyone, because we live in a universe of infinite parallel realities. Me and everyone in here, all of you, all have free will in our own reality. So everyone has free will. Okay. We live in a universe of infinite parallel realities. And here's the thing. I don't make the rules. I've just tested it and lived my life this way and realized that in our own realities, no one has free will. They're all reflecting back to us what our own state of consciousness is, which is simply just, like I said, for those of you who are just coming, how I'm identifying with this person, place, experience, etc., etc. Now, why aren't you taking anything away from them? Because in their own reality, you don't have free will. You just aren't aware of that because you're in your own reality. And that's why I always say, you don't look right or you don't look left, You don't look right. You look straight ahead in your own lane. Okay. We are the quantum leap community and we stay in our own quantum leap lane. We don't give a F what someone's doing over here, what they're doing, or what they're saying. We go to the assumptive world and we assume our reality exactly how we want it to be. Now, does that mean that you're completely shaping everything about the person? No, they're still going to have their own goals, dreams, personality traits, etc., etc. But the way that they show up and treat you it's all within you. Why? Because everyone is consciousness. There's no separation. They are within. Everything is within. All of you guys are within me as well as I'm within all of you. We're all one. Okay. So that's really the explanation of free will. Now, when I first heard this, I was like, what the heck? I don't want to take away anyone's free will. Am I doing the right thing? Like the moral compass was going like spinning in my brain. Like, am I doing the right thing? Am I like, is this morally right or wrong? You know, this, that, and the third. And then I started testing it. And I was like, well, I looked at my life and I was like, I have a pattern of cheaters. Okay, when I was younger, like I have a pattern of cheaters in my reality. And now, who's the common denominator here? Oh, well, the common denominator was me. Okay. Then when I discovered spiritual law and I started assuming, no, the men in my reality are honest and loyal and committed to me and only me. Well, then the last relationship that I had, that person was honest and loyal and was committed to me and only me. Now, if I would have had an assumption that men were still cheaters and men suck, they would have done the same thing and that would have manifested in my reality. In fact, there was a period when I had to manifest them back where they were being an a-hole and acting like previous men I had dated before I discovered the law and I started changing my own self-concept. So the same thing goes for literally everyone. Anyone that shows up in my reality and they show up like a villain, I can get upset because I'm human and I do have human emotions. But I then have to look at them and say, I no longer want to experience this unfavorable version. I don't care if it's the clerk that I go to at my grocery store that always, there is actually a lady that doesn't like Lizzie that I always bring to one of the grocery stores by my house. And like every time she would see me, she'd give me like these evil, like these, like if looks could kill because she doesn't like dogs. And they allow me to bring Liz in the grocery store pending that I carry her. So I would like every time, and this is just something very small, that I would see her, I'd be like, oh God, if that lady's working, she's going to be so rude. And then finally one day I was like, all right, I see this lady once or twice a week and I no longer want to have like this annoying, rude exchange with her. So I'm just going to start assuming that she's loving and I'm going to send her loving thoughts and I'm going to assume that, she's amazing and loves me and Lizzie. And then all of a sudden, I swear to God, you guys, I'm in line and normally I'll like avoid her line if I can because I'm very defensive when it comes to Lizzie, my dog. I need to stop I need to just like, yeah, another day. We'll get into that in another video. But and I had to wait in her line for whatever reason. I got called into it and she looks at me and gives me a big smile and she's like, how are you today? And I was like, oh my God. So I had been previously giving her the villain edit. I then decided to change my identity towards her. And then she moved into this new reality where she was being nicer to me. Now, the reason why I tell you guys all of my personal experiences, I don't want to bore you guys. It's to show you that I too consciously utilize the law. Okay. And just to give you guys a little bit of a tree branch off of that, the conscious mind is not what manifests, it's the subconscious. So you become aware with your conscious mind of where your thoughts are going. The autopilot thoughts are throughout the day. So I had to, this minor example, I had to become aware, oh God, I'm giving this person the villain edit in my reality. The conscious mind hands whatever you're thinking to the subconscious through repetition. So every time, and this goes for your person, this goes for anyone, your boss, your best friend, your family member that's always rude to you, that always seems to point out what's going wrong in your life, right? And you keep saying, oh God, when I go to the family gathering, they're going to say something to call me out again. No, become conscious of that and switch it. Well, this no longer give them the villain edit. This person shows up They always respect me, for example. They always praise me. They uplift me. It's always amazing interactions between us. They're so loving, this, that, and the third. You are creating your reality and no one else. So I don't make the rules. I've just tested it, and I'm here to teach you guys because I want you guys to truly live heaven on this earth. I want you guys to fully enjoy this earthly experience and share it. Share this knowledge with whoever you can, because if you can change one person's life, imagine how many other lives you're changing through that one person, right? So don't think that with you spreading this knowledge that it's something small. If you're spreading love, if you're spreading this knowledge, you are doing so much for humanity. And I want to just give you guys so much gratitude for that, okay? Because that is one of my soul missions, and that's why I do this. Sorry, went off on a little tangent, but you know, it's truly this game of life. All right. No one has free will. That's not saying that they're like robots or puppets and they're all beneath you. Okay. It's realizing that we live in a universe of infinite parallel realities, and everyone has free will in their own reality. We're not concerned with what they're doing. We're only concerned with what we're doing, because we're all part of one consciousness, it having a different third dimensional experience based on our own internal state, thoughts, beliefs, assumptions, all getting pushed out. That's how this reality works. So for those of you who are manifesting a person, okay, listen, I tell you guys all the mistakes that I've made. And I've spent way too much time in my reality when it comes to a person, giving them the villain edit, and then being on the hamster wheel of having to forgive them, realizing it was me and assuming them different, until one day I was like, all right, I am done being mad at this person. I'm done being angry. I'm done being the victim of my reality. I am going to, no matter what it takes, not give them the villain edit. Look at them like they're choosing me, they're respecting me, they're loving me, they're honest, they're loyal, they know how amazing I am, I'm their everything, they prioritize me, I'm their angel, or whatever story it is that I wanted to experience from the person. And this goes for anyone, because like I said, I even use this for something as simple as the clerk that I always see, or the cashier, at the grocery store, right? I don't know why I just call it, it's not a clerk, it's a cashier, sorry. I always say towards, you guys can tell when I live stream late because my words, I start saying random words. And you guys are going to see results right away, by the way. It's not like you have to wait weeks or days or months. You'll see results right away. You'll go out in your reality. People are going to start treating you like you're special, treating you like you're important, respecting you, valuing your time, valuing you. Because when you start embodying this new state of consciousness, it's not only the person that is going to change, it's everyone in your reality is going to change, because you're quite literally shifting into an entirely new reality where you're on the throne. You know you're calling the shots, and you're not taking no for an answer. Look at all the people in your reality, you guys, that like, I can think of people before I discovered the law that don't take no for an answer, in terms of, let's use business as an example, where they're like, nope, I'm getting this job and I'm going to make this amount of money. And people would throw roadblocks in their face. People would insult them. People would tell them no, and they'd be like, nope. And they would sit there and be like, oh, but they would reason why they are entitled to get exactly what they want, and what would happen with those people. Eventually, no matter how many doors slammed in their face, they get what they want. Okay. I can think of one of my friends who came straight out of college, making a ton of money and success. And I used to look at him before I discovered the law and just really admire him. And one of the things that he would always say to me was, I don't hear no. And he still to this day doesn't know about the law. He knows what I do, but he's just not interested. But he would say, I just don't hear no. Like, I don't take, and he wouldn't get offended because he was so confident in what he had to offer, which is an amazing self-concept. Some people just naturally have a really amazing self-concept. Unfortunately, I formerly was not one of those people. I struggled a lot with confidence in multiple areas of my life. So, now I'm no longer that person. Now I'm super confident. Now I know I'm worthy. Now I know I'm deserving. Now I don't take no for an answer. But I formerly wasn't like that. So if I can do it, so can you guys. Okay. And same thing, like look at all of the men or the women in our realities who maybe when we met them, we weren't that into them. But they would say things like, I'm going to get this person no matter what, or I'm going to make this person fall in love with me. And they just didn't consider any other avenue. They chose the reality that they were going to be in. They went on that path, and that person had no choice but to show up that way because they don't have free will in our own individual realities, right? That's just the way that this reality works. So I love you guys so much. Thank you, Seepsters. Dave Yen, my friends in here. Leanne, thanks, girl. I try my best. Preeti says, I do not take no for an answer. I don't give an F. I get what I want. Exactly. Oh my God, my Sonia's in here. Thank you, my love. I miss you. Oh my God, I love my Sonia. But yeah, guys, we decide what reality we are going in, and we don't settle for anything less. No is not in our vocabulary. We came to this planet to experience exactly what we want. We've already spent too much of our life feeling like victims and feeling like we had no control over it. Now that we're spiritually awakened and we know how this reality works, we're done hearing no, it doesn't exist. Now, on that note, we have an ongoing challenge on this channel, and that's the Be Delusional for 1 week challenge. Okay. We're going to reconvene. We're going to meet here tomorrow. We're going to have a meeting tomorrow at 8 p.m. to discuss how all of our weeks went being delusional. And whatever I have you guys do, I do it too. I love being delusional. It's one of my favorite things to do because I've proven myself, and I've done this enough times to prove to myself that the more delusional that I can be, it pulls me out of the limited mind and into the 5D and really makes me think outside of the box. And those things will manifest. Trust me, I've done it enough times. I've experienced it enough times to promise you with every ounce of my being, with my heart and soul, that you reach for the stars, be delusional as possible, go within, give yourself what you need, have fun with it, and it will get pushed out. This is not hard, okay? It's once you realize how easy it is, you're going to be like, oh my God, why wasn't I making it this easy all along? So tomorrow at 8 p.m., we're meeting again. We're going to talk about how our week went being as delusional as ever. I know Billionaires was doing it. I know there was another person in my TikTok live that was talking about it and saying that she feels better than ever. So I don't care if you're just starting now. If you do it for 10 minutes, you do it for an hour, you do it for, a month, you do it for a day, you do it for 5 minutes, you're going to feel better. Why? Because of all the potentials in the quantum field, you're choosing to not limit yourself because this human brain is very limited. You're choosing to become limitless and jump into the fifth dimensional plane and land exactly where you want and manifest exactly what you want. Yes, it's going to be 8 p.m. Eastern. So I love you guys so much. On that note, it's 9:30. I got to wake up at 5. But thank you guys for all of the likes. Thank you for all the subscribers. Oh, and by the way, you guys, I am now monetized on YouTube. So I wanted to tell you guys, literally the amount of gratitude that I have for you is literally like infinity. I love you guys so much. I would not be able to do any of this without you guys. And I just want you guys to know that all of you guys that watch me, like my videos, that subscribe, I am forever, 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 forever grateful for you guys. And yeah, I love you. If you guys want coaching with me, everything is linked in the bio below. I do also offer personalized meditations that are specific to your situation, which is linked in the bio. And Also, personalized living in the end meditations. I started this because I do it on my sessions and my clients love it. So thank you guys. I love you so much. Have a beautiful night. I'll see you tomorrow.